So, Ó Bhéal. Tá mí chun toscúmach le dáin nar chumas ná é ach dána chun Seaghan agus duine mé agus duine mé bhá mééis méáidir trééis sin léir. So seo do chónú ó Chorcaí.
Eising is can ar mechas crícho. Do bhain sin clí, do hóisig geile tartalíochtan gríomhtas blian. Do dhéanga anam clús a héisteach, is dréist gan trúa do héin ná déanam bónig bérsa. Gur hitan os de flimp ú lár galdan léisio, Ó Bhéal Andris go crach, Tionlacan gCathair, de lag méir hiú chuistin de cheadalús, de jalan lá réiting éastan dúin go de sé dó. An bhíon Felicia an staire suas, is de hiú sé bóide lán do bhíon, héan is ón hú. De chuid sé bhógan clús an chian, clús ar bíon. Iar rolling dáin ar bit péile, ach gún an tír. Rath méid an sus a géisteach, mar achan sias. Chasmach do chlúis ar lúm ar bhéarsa, Trám an chin. Tromhón an teangan an éirin. Is an ihe be bol hitum a scéal, díist de ceagar de bhéarsan, is de chóir crí cinenne sa léir.
The reason I decided to read that poem, it's called The Chónú ó Chorcaí, and it's about Ceolchoirm ó Chorcaí as well.
Mín go héine. An bhfuil caiint déanamh gom sanniu.
Chuid, chuma é bros caiint.
Déanamh mé an coibhléochtais mas mana. Bhí an fear so bhí an chance I gceitheadh neog go raibh sa caiint ar an television réála. An leabhar san fáil Tionlacan so bhí mi sé caiint réála ar an television na teiscint.
Ach ní freagra an na ceistí sinán Ceolchoirm ó Chorcaí.
Staríomh.
Staríomh Sean. Ach a historian and a man of literature who wrote a book called Hidden Ireland. So I'm sure many people here could educate the two of us about Ceolchoirm ó Chorcaí for that head. Allowed. But the Sean Riordan's poem, it's a poem of, he says, trauma and ching. So heavy the influence because of this work, Hidden Ireland, which John O'Corker wrote about the tradition. And for me, as a contemporary poet, and you'll see kind of what we do, like the Sean Nish, Trish Tamil, I feel that kind of that influence, that kind of weight when you're performing in Cork, because 80 poets were here once upon a time. They are probably one of the most underrated, unspoken, countercultural people movements that happened in Ireland, happened on these streets of Cork in the 60s and 70s. Irish language hippies who revolutionised the language. And so I decided to read that poem about kind of the nature of the school, the tradition, but also about breaking tradition. So, the kid fi sa ele veg gwyn, chun saisen chaide chachwistach, They call it a tascáil in English.
Chris. Nishtiro.
They call it a tascáil the focal. She's in the focal skris. So let me go. Skris. Funny English. Away like Shéamuis. Skrisser aan freespace. Skrisser huiskert. Skrisser roll. Skrisser aan noil. Skrisser Ghleantocht. Skrisser Ghleantocht. Tionlacan. Skrisser Chorcaí. Skrisser Ghleanna. Skrisser Chorcaí. Skrisser Feabhra. Skrisser Ó Bhéal. Skrisser dtigh. Skrisser láthair. Skrisser Ó Bhéal. Skrisser an dansa. Skrisser mission. Skrisser shibsha. Skrisser Chorcaí. Skrisser Darrow. Skrisser heating. Skrisser Ramesh. Skrisser style. Skrisser Cromwell. Skrisser all. Skrisser Chuchas. Skrisser Idiot. Skrisser fashion. Skrisser Hananos. Skrisser folks. Skrisser Rahanach. Skrisser Ridachas. Skrisser in Arachtas. Skrisser Adigan. Skrisser O. Skrisser Mehénachas. Agus skris gach skris nóir. Féach tá gachróid skris. that was then I'm shooting at one.
Dúir mar scris tradiisiún agus stris an hen rudach Seaghan árán ón tradiisiún tám sínte do bhuailme. Tám sínte do bhuailme agus jóir an de hir mé amach bara na lábhí na rom ní starin se leithlíthe a fúringus a ansachtas a hundos a líle dá lá fór na cléhú a na gnémas na guthe am sínte do bhuailme am sínte do bhuailme sní jóir ran a rísme is nuair is dó le má bhainte go mísim me labhigh do bhuailme se bhín sínte ó ihe go madin When cautious my chorcaí is an cóhar Gleanna sí mo chalim hiústúma do chóis gan mena lena am sínte do bhuailme sínte do bhuailme am sínte do bhuailme bhil is ní jóir Tána sada tis na bráthir gachlád nó na bhéalaigh gan na bheith rá leat as mór níos tú mar dhéanann fadnaí nó bhuaigh agus daoine dó bhartha agus chomh na chríse tú bheith san talú am sínte do bhuailme am sínte do bhuailme
Jóir an rísme
Stúma bhallachta do bhathair rins ní chláirím se do aithir is a marin de cháirde gach ná bhad a bharing ná ligdumta a fóstas tu beagán I do bhaithe mar nach chéireann mas be leatach bhí leat sa leabhaidh am sínte do bhuailme 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 sní jóir ran a rísme is tá brom mo chríse tá líontan le bhráchaid is samlan do taobhféastal tá chodó leis na hádas ar a dúchaid déanaíoir is go glíthe an bás mé ó bhéalsa imhí glíthe rud níos na bhainthe
Padú fluch
Chom bhaist le héalaí. Chalmaíoch. Well, thugus tábhairne an sáil sa chathair álainn seo Chorcaí na Gúin bhí sa marachtaint Chonnacht an tábhairne ardar déitú sláán so Chonnacht an tábhairne an bhfuil is again a cábhail Chonnacht an tábhairne Summer Hill and I was living in a hole at the bottom of one of the most desolate buildings you've ever seen. But it was a good year. I wrote a lot of poems that year and drank a lot of tea cans and was rained on quite a lot. But only after realising it now actually, I wrote a poem there called Iar-Chonnacht and tábhairne when the summer comes. Yeah. And I wrote it when I was living in Summer Hill. I never noticed that. I'm actually Shéamuis Iar-Chonnacht an tábhairne tá sé gúnsan árán óró sé a bheith bhaile Iar-Chonnacht an tábhairne. And the piece was kind of a pastiche really, but it was kind of a translation of some of the work of the last poets and a lot of these great black arts poets from the 70s and stuff in America with that revolutionary fervour and I feel we kind of are part of a revolutionary generation that are going back towards the language and see it as a meaningful vessel for us to move things forwards in a very fragmented society. And I wrote this poem about those kind of things, about summer coming, Ar-Hacht an Taurig. Leheamacht an Tunig.
Ar-Hacht an Taurig is stochel go méid chuid agin fós sa stán gur a delefíseán. Shicín, scaló, go lau ar meoga ráide. Bigis láthir a chá go bhfuil saoir tacatha.
Mar ní big fógraí bhéarna ar gCathair.
Ar-Hacht an Taurig, ní bheith golasig mangarí, agus na fadh gambí nach póthar ó bhóra do rúthar agus tarman a lorg go monca rialtais sa bhrosé. Gan ach smúsach a ná calcatha le nithe, siolpa sí na chéal agus an sásta sa dúach stúcha. Crumma míad ar an ggóiríocht déon tanach a láthir le chanaí spréála ar alaí na náras an trécathe. Báfar gach manna cumach sa chuiste tíormíochta ar bhfuil na gcuirpil corporádach Ar-Hacht an Taurig. Ar-Hacht an Taurig, ní bheith gára ar leanaí mar bheoh eistriúchan saontach TG Lorgan. In munin móga maga agus brilla bhile canna siad ó do gón siarí ar ghrád ach difór is dithár a tóbach bótha a duine na tubis na móile. Díana hiag an nanamacha mar calla a chreathin ó bhain gach pléisiúr ábhar a mar hánta. Paul, Bree, Melanie, Raymond, Dee, Aidan, James, Joseph, Ali, Lauren agus Dean. Is an rátha meistearthum ceolfar os ár grásta dá nanamacha cailte Ar-Hacht an Taurig. Ar-Hacht an Taurig ní lásúrach sa blian a chuir flanáide hint a bhíon na slóide dúise thug. Ach lisna fír jarag a dó na spéirthe dá an grísúch an tumach a fándranálach den ná me láthir. Hiad tú né pádrig in a fleist ar sráid graftin, I gimpí go clítas snáthir a bhórta agus marcíocht go dún líre. Chun é lóbos na dawan is tríthe díreach tinine na tauach a chuigir le taisí dóga just another motherfucking mission ar gáilda. Filimín ar dhé chuit agus ar dhé leat nó dhéanaí tír a éigen dúin. In nach bail, tá bíadar mo chuid cainte. Nach cúnimh, tá comúis gemeadacha, I déanamh spur de jasca mátóta mar gom chuichóta. Slugfarí go léir, sa díla orcha na phléasca trí leití leicha grúla néh Shéamuis. Ar an mara, chiamíad ar scáil i gáir ar fún an trócaire Ar-Hacht an Taurig. Ar-Hacht an Taurig, beidh na déagóirí Feabhra le Canúdí, California, Corta féin scian na mohan búnda I gárna. Déananig patstamí scaga cuimse thucha na tancha fámta, chun go seach nóid an cinna déananig go deo na cilín cúla búla thucha. Gach fila fós a cathal, níos a bó na seachtúr a chlic sa dó, le tógan selfies, le cortach an báis, I gníomhí rúnda na halína. Caithmí racht na lína, na chúiseach na nistéanacha. an seanachal midagach, fós is sheileh nach bhfuil dún le cás na cosmítre, a chagan dat an lár folle mar dhéimse. Dere ógra.
Go as an misnach, as an múscailt misnach.
Bhí tepéis.
Bhíon na tepil an tnach an chéile.
Ach tá tapta níor so bhachtan san chalín ágan sin.
Sa JC agus B.
An JC agus B. In éon bolla go bháin. Cad é ar míid? So, the next poem I'm going to read is, it was about a few days I spent in South Carolina, looking up at the stars, and thinking about stuff. Like when I find it then I'll really read. Iar-Chonnacht, it means to go on a pilgrimage, yeah. And the word has two other words in it, tír and ella here. So kind of to go into another land. Iar-Chonnacht, tír, ella.
Ella here.
Ella here.
See again, Shnach?
So Iar-Chonnacht. Is fear seachtain sa fíoracht na blianar scoil. Tigatún na héanaí ach sealahúirt de gíal rialig, fiachant in ardis na réalthaointí gan éon choristeach, ag sailse eiléise chathair sa bhín. Bheotal cúntas ar an saolsas na héin cúntas ar télig, na mihim is riachtan ímo, tinne, bíal agus díadan. Ryan, the ghoul cos, the bones, chun fisachar hangta siúrí an dóchas, finnes a finne rúntas na bathe an mala, Wósca carfis, hénig maidin, ró, á gúsú, Sordán, sína, na bíle, Sparrígi, Shéamuis, an néil súin, scapel farad, mar a scapan na scaman, mór diempel, dainish, scarif, Cá is Cadanochta, a gosán orsa, os na hín si sir, go búla chíl, tre scór blin na gamach le frí le fáin na tail, tríal búhi búlta na riachta, ach a bhair amach nach fuil a lidirachta ó cithna sa siúta. Nach latsa an go cheolin ach lenar gine. Sean mus glófa de chlócacht mar le. Ach innion an ina leirgus, braheta nach tascadha riamh an cúnas, nach sochna riamh an spreid, nach cástig fiarú an búin an cú, an búin an tlú. Tiamh an mocht, gydí dere an dawn go diamh. Gur seasan becht ag an galúnach, agus raith cinúnach an chóstan na gilánú go himmelach te Feabhra. Mar a chúla úl in úl uibrach go farige, búla fé go chuisle, go ból, dósa, an flagla.
Oh, there.
Will under sus not a
Tá sé cósta siúla gom.
Right. Cibé an mó susif in ceachta búrta go garsa. Cad é carí na rialacha I dtéobh sus den bass player. Chuig go méid.
Mar cíal ag an bhexam.
Cibé a bhí sa bán san?
Nadidir, sé nós rap fada.
Lád de béidir. An mé go rán again?
What's that?
What's cathar?
Fána mé about the filler.
I can tell him.
Okay. Getting gibbs.
chéile?
I chéile se. Beard agus féidir.
An bhfuil. So big all-round a bit in this. Misha. Da níos heim go gan brége is an heitir Bas on the hazel glade and woon. Massim gorsucht an woon an luim, sta maring goducht a brún a muam, taring na down leish lasid na lawn, me tarach down ar gawn er kur. Alassus an grein gon gleon yon, ni taisig an heini fein. Tábhairne na greve dian go sciol, na fada be Ghleanna Fhaide. Massim gorsucht an bhún an luin, sta maring goducht a brún a muam, taring na down leish lasid na lawn, na tarig go town ar gawn er chur.
Either mirror is on the road, even a rinner is on his. Tommy the coat is tailored and touch of horse, for he played with a good army and schnach.
Massim gorsucht an bhún an luim, sta maring goducht a brún a muam, taring na down leish lasid na lawn, na tarig go down ar gawn ar chuid. Yes. So, the character Seaghan, Donald Dove, comes on Rama. And what?
Middag när visste roll och film tar roll
Seaghan, have a look.
Ross Cat in the Moon. National Anthem of Munster was that song we just sang there. Munster's war cry. Ross Cat war cry.
The battle cry of Munster. Agus a rí street a Chorcaí of Feabhra Seaghan. A chon Ross Cahanis o Chorcaí go istigh. Agus so tá bhíon character Seaghan sa leabhar sa Donald Dove. Agus cén rud? Nuair amach is mó Donald Dove a ann. Ach hatan an anam sochas é nuile. Ach it's kind of I'm not really sure actually what Donald Dove is. Yeah, I don't even know if it is really Donald Dove. But sometimes he's a mask that I can put on. Sometimes I'm speaking to my friends and next to me suddenly their face molds and all I see is Donald Dove. And I was writing poems about this this name Donald Dove for a long time. I think it was originally I found the name in a folk story from Scotland. I think there was a king called Donald Dove or something. And in Kerry, Donald Dove means a raven. It's a word for a raven as well. And then I was translating a short story by the writer Neil Gaiman. He writes a lot of great graphic novels. And he had this weird, ugly, troll-like character under a bridge. And when I was translating the story, I had to come up with a name for him. Donald Dove just kind of came out actually. And then next thing it kind of grew from there. So I wrote other poems with that, or stories and stuff with that similar kind of mood, where his presence seemed to be there, and went from there. And then it turned out that I had a great granduncle called Donald Down, who was yeah. So that kind of made something started to ring in my head there. It kind of made me think about the etymology of the gods, and I looked up what the etymology of the name Donal was, and what the etymology of the word dove was, and it turns out these both go back to these Proto-Celtic roots, which mean kind of a pit or a hole, like thousands of years ago. That's the earliest kind of shared root. And there's actually a shared root between the word Donal, because the word down, which means the world. There's actually a shared root between that word and the word dove. So there's brevity. I found there was brevity to the name Donal. And it made me think about kind of how the names of gods come. You have Fionn McCool in the folklore, and you look back at the history of the name Fionn means light. And kind of Ramesh Marshin but in this case, he's just simply someone I was talking to in an alleyway somewhere in the Sloan after that's right, yeah, after carrying Cork through in the Munster final actually, and as you do, you end up in an alleyway drinking a naggin of vodka. It was a great summer, all right. Tóisíns for days. But this poem is called Taringarut Chonul Chiv, which means the prophecy of Donal. Chorcaí. Fada Cata sa téir an Domhnach sa. Gur hic fiúil na gadal cúlín có scór har trasmán an chósúr. I gluthe canis na mún, agus bhris mo chúchas. Fuck austerity, a bhiracim churas higamasal, le peann póca, batagus bór, Fachta on Arati mar chás leis misnach a bobl scrilt. Ach mo chumrádi do dílis, tastig fwy do the mú, agus taisce chahabir chamagar o vaitchas cerachana son mo cúsha, sin tittathe da jascu, ascul vorcha ele.
Sliten. Trícheatlach cún aganta an bailmenta. Na réithíní á bhara fé ohan bailí na grán dúisiú. Agus thosnig dún I go bháin tá seanamón fé chórsaí cléideal a thuair.
Right, my Ghleanna tus of the year, right? Taught to a Ghleanna the Paki, kind of trigging hard then. And bit of an Isa nach fear. Ní chuir mé nach a lídig an óha Christíochta. It's fucking caca. Winning on Sailsa le Hattons ag béta an a gwine bichéile. Credin son. Cudas gur féidir leat an bíabla a ghaire. Agus an irir dyrhoch de tachan solis na lúta. Níl níl sa chulin ach chemicí, credin son. Agus galt Ghleanna Fhaide credin in ia. Fecher ISIS má habar go bhfuil bátha go le Islam. An bhfuil tú cracála, bhfuil tí súr an ceambit, mar dhéanamh na Yanks agus mar dhéanamh na chéad credin eile daun, da bhaidí seans. Tá marú a céile gach lá. a leith a sir a carianador, drobuchani shahiad, agus yenadis an vatkeg sa tír shad a linfi do. Shad possible person, like a Díadach na tefi céan a bheith in is céal lahori, like. Chunach nuach sky, bhí sé fud nuach sky. Túris go raibh a múrchuid in a bharah óga láidre. Chuirn fáil te bhriméine, brim an glán dealam. In ón líon na néir nach atá an dial an hana. Ach má thug mí catisiúil dus na scéal lahori. Bheith ar níanacha, agus in níanacha ar níanacha, a níaganú mar sport is na dlína bháin ar chos céasta. Staan meer in de lachs aan hoes. Kurin sheeg machtig me. En de haver is atten. Han dom so fuck out dat hard. Higgis on me chan. Grub he boeken dorgen. A chonop donel. Is skal aan nierach na speren. In a stelle wahin with a hand in the mash. Grub he toer dorgen, a wie a dalle leergeschie ma hanne garre, in tacht vein taringere, a shomri sitten gorsen wie a dorsch. Hastig woon schliere gewald. Is kan een show, kutter diem of rasten dum heel. Hastig woon airi harrish, Skeaghan Hiachana, agus dúrthach mo chógann ceachan de bhalach ciún chunach an óir. Ach leigin an gorá gach falla báir. De chaf íasa I measc na ba cach trá. Síim de suainach lá an luin idir gach cuirbach is gluch diant an gluch. Íomh chaun na mo bhéir. Barra chumsa, slumsa, torfe, nobar atá le dian. Ó, a chóna, éis de bhéal feag sicin. Tá scéal fada arsa le nínsint, is ní mór duit éisteach. Ceapóí leis an gan sa go bhíle maithfir was sinna ligan isteach. Ryan Mead, lot down the bheith istigh. We would go anywhere if we were allowed in there. That's the truth. Agus, so actually this poem is called Rahanach. And Rahanach. Also get Fiscuring Barsa. Rahanach means, she was a word I often heard old people use in English as well, but means ferns. But of course, the young crowd have their own definition of Rahanach nowadays, and it means marijuana, weed. And this is a timely actual conversation because it was very mad today actually. My sister and my mother were having a debate about it. And my mother was saying they should probably legalise it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I just it's like that maybe that the drug laws are just used as another tool of the state. That it would help addiction problems if we treat it that it's not even as harmful as alcohol, blah blah blah. But my sister was completely against her. But she had her reasons too. But this poem is kind of a tongue-in-cheek celebration of Rahanach. And it's about a certain individual smoking Rahanach and watching the telly. And this was written around the time of the Greek stuff, and there was riots going on in London. And then this person's just sitting on his couch, smoking his Rahanach. And decides he's going to go across the road to Topaz and buy a packet of potatoes. And, so this is a Rahanach Avan Yo.
Slé garce buscam a choga síntem hosní sa tógan tam a bhota nach a crífiocha. Hónar an dullam, dreadlocks in the dúlid, Feabhra an rímór chun na slóite wa aharú. Gobal a calan a brísráid lúmlin, déana ríbar búla na cosán cé búda rata fúd na gréige siú lú. Má tíar dóga brán sé le dul múga leba húna rahan a bando go van go. Rahan a van go glíola mé a ríistí. Rahan a van go. Rahan a van go glíola mé a ríistí. Ma le a hánig fánig corman im a bholog, Munchies a múchan úgur slug for mé le hop, so se an drohéile fin a bín dom a bhéir. Scan é ní gom le ní, Ar trad am áras an a tóg pes boscailt, so lá I go around tá Mr. Raj o Pakistan rear dún na rizlas I díal dún na mísna, Búlas I stap le súla dagad le har bala tétó, Rahan nach a van go. Rahan a van go glíola mé a ríistí. Ní raibh póca ach cúpla cappa rua. Hínas chuige an gúntúr. Gan dearca ó rajín ná cardis sa stór. An taon go las a bhí agam ná carta buin chorós a chóir. Ma chi a valle Chonnacht an scata duine co e glam, duine co e lúrig. Bhí a dur a géal a gata saoirse. Bhí a dur a géal a saoirse. Rahanach a van go. Rahanach a van go glíola mé a ríistí. Rahanach a van go vanity van go. Rahanach a van go glíola mé a ríistí.
That went down very well. Passing go the bodies, more the cushions on the version, the single right. And these boys will be on the telly on Wednesday night.
Láthair Teise Seacht. 7:30 Wednesday night. ttigh. Learvas Lower. It's a series of reviews of books. Irish books.
So 7:30 on the telly on Wednesday night. gCathair Massive.
Ó Bhéal, Ó Bhéal, go maith good.